Good morning, students. Today we'll be discussing the question answers of Science 1 Chapter 5 Heat. The first question is fill in the blanks. The first answer is the amount of water vapor in air is determined in terms of its absolute humidity. The blank is absolute humidity. The second one, if objects of equal masses are given equal heat, their final temperature will be different. This is due to difference in their specific heat capacities. The third one, during transformation of liquid phase to solid phase, the latent heat is released. That is the answer. Question number 2, observe the following graph and explain the whole graph. The question is big enough. It states that observe the following graph considering the change in volume of water as its temperature is raised from 0 degree. Discuss the difference in the behavior of water and other substance. What is this behavior of water is called as? The answer is given on page number 64, last paragraph. What is this behavior of water called as? This behavior of water is called as anomalous behavior of water, and then you have to explain the last two paragraphs given on page number 64. Question number 3. What is meant by specific heat? How will you prove experimentally that different substances have different specific heat capacities? This answer is given on page number 68. This is a big answer. Along with diagram you have to explain. Now the first part of the answer, what is meant by specific heat capacity? If you see on page number 68, from top, the third paragraph, the definition is given in bold. The amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of a unit mass of an object by 1 degree Celsius is called the specific heat of that object. That is the first part of the answer. Second part of the answer, you have to draw the diagram 5.8 and then start right from that procedure, all the 4 points of procedure, and the next paragraph as explanation. This full thing is along with the diagram, answer number 3. Question number 4. While deciding the unit for heat, which temperatures interval is chosen and why? This answer is given on page number 67. See if it is given over there. See the paragraph of units of heat. Now there you will have to write the first part of that. While deciding the unit for heat, which temperature interval is selected? Which temperature interval is selected? 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius. Second part of the question is why. That answer is also given on page 67. If you see just below the unit of heat in that blue paragraph. Always remember that full paragraph you have to mark. Question number 5 is again a big question, and this is also along with the diagram. Explain the following temperature versus time graph. This answer is given on page number 62 to 63. So if it's again, I told you it's a big paragraph. So page number 62 from the last paragraph. In this graph, line AB, you'll have to start from there and go to next page, page number 63, first paragraph, second paragraph, end of second paragraph, where it is written the amount of heat energy absorbed at constant temperature by unit mass of a liquid to convert into gaseous phase is called the specific heat of vaporization. Till that much you have to write the answer. Question number 6, I will be sharing the answers. I will be clicking pictures and sending it to you. Question number 7, answer the following. The first question is, what is meant by latent heat and how will the state of matter transform if latent heat is given off? So the first part is the definition. The heat energy required to change the substance from one state to another at constant temperature is called as latent heat of substance. So we know that when latent heat is supplied to a solid, it is utilized to break the bond and it gets converted into a liquid. If the latent heat is given to a liquid, it breaks the bond between the molecules further and it gets converted into gas. Similarly, if the latent heat is given off by a gas, then what happens is if it is released by a gas, then slowly the bond becomes closer or the atoms in the molecules comes closer and the gas changes into a liquid. And similarly, if a liquid gives off latent heat, it slowly gets converted into a solid. The next question. The next question 7th B. Which principle is used to measure the specific heat capacity of a substance? The principle of heat exchange is used to measure the specific heat capacity of a substance. Question number 7th C. Explain the role of latent heat in the exchange of state of a substance. This is again similar to the question number 7A. It is the same answer for that matter, that when you are giving out what happens when the latent heat, it's a little bit more in detail. So as we told in question number 7A, that when a solid is provided with latent heat, it breaks the bond between the atoms and the molecules and slowly the solid changes into liquid. Similarly, when more heat is supplied to the liquid gets converted into a gas. Similarly, if you are taking away the heat from the gas, it gets converted into a liquid. And when you take away more heat from the liquid, it slowly gets converted into a solid. Question number 7D. Now the question is, on what basis and how will you determine whether air is saturated with water vapor or not? Now this answer is also again not given to you in the textbook, but the answer will be seeing what is given. I'll read out the answer to you. You can try writing it down. When air is saturated with water vapor, excess vapor condenses on the surface of an object in the form of water droplets. Presence of water droplets confirms that air is saturated with water vapor. Then we have question number 8. Question number 8 is a paragraph. You have to read the paragraph and there are some answers given to you, questions given to you below, and you have to read the questions and you will be answering them. In your board exam also you get this kind of questions in paragraph. If you in the board exam, when you get a question like that, you don't need to copy the paragraph, but you have to copy the questions. You have to copy the question and write down the answers properly. The first question is, heat is transferred from where to where? The heat is transferred from the hot object to the cold object. Second question, which principle do we learn from this process? We learn the principle of heat exchange. Third question, how will you state the principle briefly? That means the principle of heat exchange. This answer is given on page number 69, the definition of heat exchange. That is, if you see in the first paragraph, the heat energy lost by a hot object is equal to the heat energy gained by a cold object, and this is called as the principle of heat exchange. Which property of the substance is measured using this principle? Specific heat capacity. The property that we are measuring is specific heat capacity.